another episode of Room 24. I'm Abby.
And I'm Sam, and tonight we're going to do girls' night. Last week we did boys' night, and you all already know we had to bring back our ladies, and it's going to get on and popping.
All right, so we're going to let them introduce themselves. On the right side, I got
Mizzle Mac,
Cece.
Alyssa.
All right, and we'll drop their Instagrams below so you guys can go follow them. But yeah, right before we get right into it, we're going to take the shot, get shit popping, and then get right to the juicy questions. So, I always struggle in this particular moment because I don't want to do this shit.
Cheers, ladies.
Cheers, guys.
This is Henny?
Keep it realer than the guys did.
Yeah. Oh, gosh.
That was not hard.
What was that?
It was this bullshit right here.
Oh. I mean, I don't mind tequila. The bottle's so pretty. What? I love it. Okay, so we're going to get right to it. And we're going to ask the first question. Why do you think women are better cheaters? And we're going to start with Alyssa.
Ooh, okay. I think that women are better cheaters because we overthink a lot. And so I feel like we think of every situation that could go wrong. And so as in guys, they kind of just are very like cut and dry and like straight to the point. And they're just going to, go and wing it, I guess. I don't know.
No, I agree with that. We are overthinkers.
100%.
So we're going to figure it out before they do.
I think because the men that we cheat with, they want to continue, to see us, so they're not going to snitch on us. Versus girls, they want you to know.
They want to do that women to women bullshit.
Yeah, and men don't care. So I think it's easier. So if you continue to do it, it's like, okay.
They want to take your man.
Mm-hmm. What do you think, Mizzle Mac?
I think maybe because men are frivolous, they gonna do it more often than we do it, and then you can't keep up with everything when you're all over the place.
Right. And I feel like men are just messy. Like, they're messy as fuck.
Yeah.
And they just can't keep their shit together. Like, their lives don't be adding up. Women overthink. So we be, like, thinking about that shit before doing it. And yes, exactly.
And women have like stronger intuitions. I feel like we always like trust our intuitions and our gut feelings. And men also cheat for different reasons that women do.
Yeah, we definitely cheat
Wait,
more
why
with
do you guys
our
think
heart.
men cheat, like, opposed to, like, why women do it?
Well, I think men cheat because they have like basically two heads, and they don't usually listen to their
think
brain.
with the
They
other
think with
one.
the wrong
Mhm.
head, and so it's always like, okay, they see a girl and they have like that post-nut clarification or whatever they have, So it's like they really just go, and it's not necessarily like they want to pursue something with this other woman. It's just she was there, I wanted to bust, and that was it.
So why do you think women cheat then? Like, do you think it's for the same reason, or is there a different reason why women cheat?
I think sometimes it's the same reason, and then other times I think it's looking for something emotionally with somebody else, or trying to like find your next relationship once you leave him.
Yeah. I definitely feel like we cheat because, like, we're not getting something from them. Like, you're neglecting us. Yeah.
I mean, personally, I ain't shit. So if like I find out my man is cheating on me, I'm gonna cheat on him. But I ain't gonna tell him that I cheated on him. I'm gonna let him keep thinking that I'm still this like loyal ass bitch down for you, baby. I'm in your best
spiteful
friend's
as fuck.
DMs. Like, I'm in your best friend's DMs, baby. Like, we could both do this shit. Like,
Who can play it better is Abby's game.
me. Nobody plays it better than me. Come on now. But yeah, we're going to get right to the next question. I think this one was something like me and Sam were going back and forth about because we kind of didn't agree on it. But it's, do you guys masturbate? And if so, why do you think it's not normalized, like, for women to do it? Like, it's normalized for men to do it, but when women do it, it's kind of, like, looked down upon.
Girls don't really talk about it in their friend groups either.
Yeah, and I feel like bitches be lying, so.
Yeah.
She's like, this is facts. Bitches do be indeed lying. Yeah, I mean, if you had to answer that honestly, and like maybe you might not be comfortable answering that, that's cool too.
I do, but not often. But I also think that it's not normalized because it's not normalized for us to do shit. Like, we can't do nothing. So it's like one of those things. It's like, oh, without men, like men aren't a part of this. It's like, nah, like we can't tell anyone about it.
That's true. I never even saw it that way. Like, there's so much shit that men do and they get away with it, but like women do it, and it's like, whoa, whore. Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. Exactly. Cece.
I don't. I keep myself really busy, you guys. Like I can go like a good amount of time without doing it. But the reason I don't is because I tried, and then I was like, dude, what am I doing? Like, and I feel like I have. If I want to, I can call somebody. Like it's not, that
What? But I
makes-
feel like nobody knows their body, yeah, better than yourself.
I don't know. I feel like I have people on call, so it's just like, all right, like
She got
why?
hoes.
That's good. That's good. I mean, if you have someone, of course, I'll probably call them. But for me, like, I'm open, probably too open. But like, whenever I would talk about masturbating with my friends, they'd be like, "Bitch, what?" And I'm like, "Okay, men do it. Why are you looking at me like I'm fucking crazy?" Like, and my aunt told me this. She said, "No man's gonna know your body more than you. So if you don't know how to make yourself come, how are you gonna tell another man to?" I do it. I mean, I don't do it as much now. Like the only time I do it is like if my man's away for a long time or something. But like, I definitely think it's not normalized, and I try to make it normalized in my friends groups. And I know for them, they feel awkward as fuck as sometimes when I bring it up.
Yeah, no, I definitely agree with you. And I'm kind of on the same page. Like, I mean, live with my man, so it's like I don't really have reasons to do it. But if he's away or whatever, or I'm just in the mood and he's like at work or something, then I'll just sit there and, get it off real quick.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
I love the energy. I love the energy.
Yeah, I feel like if you're in a relationship, it's kind of like not as common to like be doing it. But when them arguments be hidden, like you gotta get your shit off. Like,
That's funny. Fuck you. I'm not giving you pussy, but I'm gonna go get mine.
right, like, I'm not gonna get mine just cause you ain't shit. Like,
Wait, but then I saw it too where like, oh, when girls say like, yo, I'm not gonna do this or whatever, and that's why we cheat, and that's like men say that's why they cheat. So it's like, are you giving them reason to cheat?
no, men just ain't shit. The
Well,
fuck.
not, but
Even if you give them a reason, they should be good enough to either bring that. That's what men don't do. They don't bring it up. Because they're not talkers. Like, they don't know how to communicate. So even if you do something like you're nagging the fuck out of them or whatever, like, bro, all my girl does is nag. Like, and, this girl that's just fucking him is just giving him what he wants. So I feel like that is like, even if we do give you a reason, you either need to talk or leave.
So I agree with that, but also coming from a man's side, it's hard for them to really want to open up and be communicate with women if they feel like the woman is gonna have like an attitude or something. I feel like as women we need to sit here and be like more understanding and more open to actually listening and having that open mind with them, because guys tend to hold back. And I think it's for multiple reasons, and like one of them really being is because they don't feel like it's gonna get anywhere. They just feel like it's gonna start an argument, it's gonna start a fight, and it's not gonna get anywhere because the woman is just gonna.
But is
fight
this
back.
like your man,
No, I
or
feel
is it
you.
just someone you're fucking with? Because I learned the hard way that like I ain't gonna be doing all this extra shit. I ain't gonna be like doing all this wifey shit for someone I'm not even really fucking committed to. Because you might be on that shit, but they might not be on that, and it's like you just gotta learn that shit the hard way.
But
That's why I ain't shit. Unless I'm really fucking with someone. So
Right, and that's when you have to make sure you guys are on the same page. Like in my opinion, like don't go extra for someone who's not willing to go extra for you.
period.
yeah.
She's like, yes.
I asked that question real quick. I'd be like, okay, what is it? Because
What we doing?
But that's the thing is like, even if you ask a man like, what are we? And they say like, oh, I'm not ready to be in a relationship, because a lot of men will answer like that, but they want to keep you around. But then when they find out you're doing that same shit, they're like, bro, why the fuck are you doing this and that and that? And it's like, well, you just said you didn't want to be my man. So like, do you think I think you're sitting at home? Like,
It's
what?
the same shit Mizzle Mac just said. Men could do this shit and it's totally cool, but the minute we fucking do it, all hell fucking breaks loose. Right. We for the streets for real. And since we're for the streets, what's the furthest y'all ever traveled for a dick appointment, a fucking link up? Like, what's the furthest you guys have traveled?
Not very far. Not very far. I don't think.
If you had to put it in your GPS, what would be your ETA? Like 15 minutes, 10 minutes, 30 minutes? How far are you traveling?
40 minutes probably is the farthest I went.
That's doable. That's doable.
man, if we're talking about a man, I have a girlfriend.
Before the girlfriend, how far did you travel for a female?
Nowhere.
Like they coming to me.
Right.
CZ.
Dang. All right, so in my GPS, I want to say like 2.5 hours. But if I didn't put it in a GPS, I took a flight. So I don't know, a couple hours. I went to Missouri.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alyssa.
Yeah, I mean, I was about to say the same thing. Like, I mean, back in college, I probably went maybe 2 hours, and then I got flued out.
I got flued
I'm
out.
like totally cool with that because like relatable as fuck. But at the same time, I've also been like before going, I'm just kind of like fuck. And if you're meeting them for the first time, it's always kind of like fuck. Like, what if we don't like? What if we just don't click at all? Like, what the fuck do I do? Like, facts.
Driving 30 minutes is my longest. Like after 30 minutes, you pushing it because if we get into something like drinking and then like you don't want me to stay, nigga, are you paying for my Uber? Like,
Bitch, now imagine flying out and that shit happening. Like, what you gotta do? Just fucking wait 3 days for your fucking like return flight? Like,
you better speed that shit up and pay for my return too.
you got a one-way, bitch. You ain't going back.
That's so funny. Could you date someone that wants to be a stay-at-home mom or dad? We asked this at boys' night, so some of them said they could if like they're doing top-notch stuff at home, right? Like coming home, cleaning the house clean. They don't complain about being
That
home
was my
with the kid
favorite
all
though.
day.
One of them said, "I'm cool with like my shorty being a stay-at-home mom, but like she can't complain about doing the stay-at-home shit. Like, don't be complaining about the kids running around. Don't be complaining about cleaning the house." Which is like, no. And I said that.
No,
and
they
he
do
was
have
like,
to help.
Yeah, I was like, well, you're still the dad. Like, you still got to contribute to the kids. Like, yeah, maybe all the other shit that, like, your bitch got going on at home. Okay, cool. But, like, the kids, like, you still got to do your part. Like, period.
Yeah.
But I don't know how y'all feel about it. Alyssa,
Could you be the breadwinner?
No, I mean only because.
She said, fuck no, baby.
So I'm really attracted to guys who have a lot of ambition and very like goal oriented.
She's a gold digger.
And so if I'm out here like hustling and still doing the stuff at home, you know, I just think that something like both roles should be doing. Like we should both be cooking, we should both be cleaning, we should both be taking care of the kids, like you talked about. And also, I think we both, even if like they're a stay-at-home dad, but they're still like working on themselves, whether it's figuring out like what they're gonna invest their money in or what they're gonna, you know, they're working towards like maybe writing a book or, you know, working on music or something. Like
She's like, do something. You ain't staying at home,
yeah,
though.
as long as they're like working towards goals and aspirations, then I'm okay with, I guess, them being at home until like their, you know, future kicks off. But off rip, if they're just like, okay, I'm just gonna be staying at home and like playing video games and just, you know, just chilling, I guess, then no.
Okay.
I agree with that.
Yeah, I think that's bum energy. Like I can't, and only
Bum
because
energy.
like I work a lot. Like I probably sleep like 2 hours a day. So if I'm like killing myself to like make a living and you're not doing nothing, I can't. Respect.
Straight from work, shorty.
Yeah, exactly.
Not even if you love him?
Dang. I mean,
What if this is like your
hold you
ideal
down.
man? Like this is the man of your dreams. He got everything you asked
Like,
for,
you're
but he's
perfect.
like,
Right? You're perfect, but I
perfect,
mean,
but
you're
you a
cool
bum.
side, but I can't cuff you.
You're perfect except for not making money.
Yeah, I can't. Because I'm trying to, you know, be on a certain level at a certain time, and if you can't beat me there, then it's just not gonna
that's
work.
important. I think
Yeah.
that's definitely important. Like having somebody like match you, because if you don't, right? Yeah. And it's like I don't mind getting mine and being that bitch and like you know, but it's like if you can reciprocate it, then what the fuck are we doing?
Yeah, no, I don't mind being a breadwinner. Like, if we're both working and I make more money, I don't mind that at all. As long as you're doing something and, you know, you're working towards, you know, bettering yourself every day.
Could you date someone that's like, I want to be a stay-at-home mom or dad, and like that's just what I want to do. Like that's my dream.
I think a stay-at-home mom is different from a stay-at-home dad only because they can have kids. You have to sit there and for 9 months carry the kid, and then the attachment you have to have after that. But for a man, no, no.
He might not even last. He might be like, come get these kids.
And you're not even the main nurturer at that point, so it's like, I'd have to help you and then still do what I gotta do to make sure we're together. No.
You gotta go. Period. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I just couldn't really see myself being the one, like, being at work, even if, like, you are, like, your own boss, like, all right, I'm doing this. What the fuck are you doing?
And then like we're gonna be around men that like are doing stuff, so it's like you're gonna meet other people, and they're like, oh, so what does your husband do?
He's a stay-at-home dad.
Yeah, it's kind of like
I'm interested to just kind of like do a test period. You know what I'm saying? Because like my man, he's like loves girls. Like he's like excited. Like he'd be like, I can't wait to have girls. So I'm be like, all right, like let's see. Like you can do it. I just want to drop him off there and be like, okay, let's see how it goes, just to see how long he lasts. You know what I'm saying?
Probably not long. I don't even really think I know many situations where there's like stay-at-home dad. Actually, I fucking lied. I used to bartend, and this guy used to always come in. He was a regular, and he would always be there. Like he was just there all the fucking time. And
But
I was
where are
like,
the
oh,
kids?
no, he didn't have any kids. But I was just like, oh, what do you do? And he's like, oh, I just like support my wife and shit. So I'm like over here thinking that like his wife is the one that stays at home and like does all this shit. But he would never really talk about it until like we started getting like more comfortable. And he was just like, yeah, like my wife's a fucking boss. Like I don't do shit. And I was like, must be fucking nice. Like must be nice. Yeah, and he was there all the fucking time. He was cool as fuck, but I was just like, and he would be like in the bar, like buying everybody drinks and shit on his wife's card. But like, I was just like, I don't know how the fuck this works out at home, because the minute you piss me off, guess what? Like, yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Now
That's
what?
the thing. It's like, okay, are you gonna be okay with like, your birthday coming around or anniversary coming around, and you know that he's spending your money to buy you something? I don't know.
So I bought myself that.
Right. So you're telling me, honestly, like I feel like this is so deep, like in like gender roles, just as much as like we can't talk about stuff. It's like we see men, even though we should be able to talk about what the fuck ever, but like we see men as like, or whoever in that manly role is like doing as what the fuck we want them to do is provide, like take care of us. Obviously, like we could take care of ourselves, but we want to know if like something
If
happens,
they can do it.
yeah,
Yeah.
you can be able to do it, and it just don't sound right to be like. I bought even a stay-at-home wife. Like if I stayed at home, I'd probably do a little Etsy shop or some shit, because like I'm not about to pay for your birthday present with your money. That sounds weird as fuck, for sure.
That's not weird as fuck, but I mean, it is weird as fuck, but it's also kind of like, there's no, like, I feel like when you buy it yourself, there's like some sort of sentiment behind it, especially like as a woman, like you kind of just like doing this little cute shit for your man, and it's like, okay, cool, I'm gonna do that shit, but I'm gonna use your card to do it, you know?
Also, what if he sees and the surprise is ruined? He's like, "Why? What is this Fenty Savage shit?" Like, I was trying to surprise you, my nigga, but damn, like.
But since you know.
I couldn't do it. It's a no for me. Definitely. So we're all on the same page, I guess. So get your money up. Like, not even get your money up, but at least meet me in the fucking middle. Like,
Do something.
right. Find a hobby, something. Like, but yeah, we're going to go to the next question, which is, have you ever had a crush on any of your partner's friends? I'm going to start off with Ms. Mac.
No, that's weird.
At all? Like, not even find them attractive?
No. I mean, you can say that someone's cute, but like if you're attracted, that's different. Like you want something there, and like no. Mm-mm.
Okay. Have you ever found any of like your man's friends attractive?
Attractive, yes. Not, but not.
Someone's
not,
lying.
Right, but not like, oh, I'm trying to like, but I'm like, okay, like, damn, he cute too, okay, but yeah. I chose the wrong friend one time.
I think we've all been.
Abby says this all the time.
I literally tell all my bitches, like, wait till you meet all their fucking friends before you choose up, because you're going to be mad when you realize that he ain't it. Like, you going to be real fucking hurt.
It happened.
It does.
My man's definitely the most attractive out of his friend group. Let me put that out there. But
She knows he's watching. That's why she's saying that.
no, but I mean, I wouldn't say any of his friends are ugly, but I wouldn't.
Even like past one before this man, like.
Oh no, even beforehand, no. I felt like I always had like the most attractive out of the group, because there's always like that one attractive guy of the group of friends. But yeah, no.
I feel you.
Damn.
But I have definitely found other friends attractive in past relationships. Like, you know? And we asked that in boys' night too, and they're like, because you know, bro code is like one thing about females. We have a girl code, but we definitely don't heed to it as much as men. I feel like, and men, even though they do heed to it, they still do some like foul shit. You know what I'm saying? But they'll be like in your face. They'll
No,
be
they
like,
think-
bro, I
they-
will never touch that girl.
They
if
think
you-
it's okay because they asked. They're like, "Hey, bro, is it cool if I fuck her?" And it's like all of a sudden, like,
Yeah.
that makes it okay.
But they
Girls don't do that. I feel like we are very like it's weird.
off
It's-
limits.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But deep down, they all said no. They all said I would never look at like my friends, like my girl's friends, and be like that. Like she's cute. But I feel like that's a lie.
No, I feel like if it was
Cute without you like.
attractive, yeah, but not like attracted to. And I feel like if it's like my man, then I'm definitely not seeing like any of his friends like that. But if it's just somebody who I'm like getting to know, I'm gonna choose up.
Yeah.
Like,
Straight up.
Yeah.
it is what it is. Like, cause they don't give a fuck when it's the other way around. Like,
Yeah.
they don't.
They share like their sex stories and stuff like, oh, they rate her or whatever and say, oh, she was good at this, good at that. Why don't you go try it? So
And if they're not serious, they will flip and switch them bitches around like it's no tomorrow.
And they're bold. Yeah, they're bold. They'll be like, oh, like, yeah, what's up with your friend? And things like, and knowing that you're talking to them, and it's like,
Oh shit, they do that. I've had that said to me before, and that is rude as fuck. I'd be like, why don't you go find out? The fuck?
If you guys want to know if your man's cheating, just go through his group chats. Like, that's where the fuck it's at.
I'll help you out too, you know?
don't delete all the girl stuff, but the group chat, just
That's where it's at.
FBI for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of potentially crushing on somebody, what is the best pickup line you ever used, or have you ever used a pickup line on someone and has it worked?
I don't know. I have to think about that one.
Okay, we'll come back
She's like,
to you.
come back to me.
I don't know. Yeah, I do have to think about it too. Give me like 2 seconds.
Okay, Maggie,
Y'all
Mac,
never
Mac.
had like a pickup line work on you? Like someone comes up to you, they use a pickup line, it worked. You slid your number. No?
I can't think of one off the top of my head. I mean,
Y'all
usually,
lying.
no, usually like when you
Y'all
go out,
lying.
Not all the time. It's like.
So like, I feel like usually when you go out to the bars and stuff, guys don't necessarily try to go and like give you a pickup line. They just be like, oh, you know, try to have casual conversation, buy you a drink or whatever, and then be like, oh, like what you doing later, and try to, you know, get the number that way. I can't think of a time where a guy necessarily just came up to me and like said something to me that I didn't
Are you
think
from
was
Tennessee?
corny. Right? Yeah, I didn't think was corny. So I don't know. I don't think any pickup line has really ever worked.
I've had one that maybe I can't remember though, but I have had one. I don't think it worked, but it made me laugh hard enough to where I entered a conversation.
What was it?
I forgot. It was so.
Bitch,
fucking
what
long
the
ago.
fuck?
It was so long
It
ago.
couldn't have been that great if you don't remember.
It was
Like,
so
the
long
fuck?
ago.
So
It was
none of
really-
y'all ever had a pickup line that worked on you? To be honest, I can't think of shit that's worked on me either. I feel like guys are so basic and they all say the same shit, and it's like we heard all that shit before already. Like, change shit up, make this shit interesting, make me want to give you my number. The fuck?
Quavo dropped a snowflake. So
No, he said you. What the fuck did he say?
You icy, I'm a glacier boy.
Yes,
Yeah, you saw Icy in the glacier.
that was. I would have definitely said
that's
my
a pickup
number.
line. That's a good pickup line.
I know. I was gonna say like
But he's Quavo.
Levels, right?
facts.
Did you guys see that Sweetie posted a tweet today that they're not together anymore?
Yes, I
Yeah.
was sad,
I
kind
know,
of.
that
Like
is
in a
really
weird
sad.
way. They just looked good together. I don't really give a fuck about all the extra shit. Like, they just looked good together. But were they happy, though?
The main part. They looked happy, but looks are deceiving on Instagram.
I mean, I don't fucking know. Yeah, he did buy her a fucking Bentley.
And it said icy on it.
I hope she did fucking keep it. Cause,
Hell yeah, she kept that.
You motherfucking cheated. That's just mine.
He probably paid in full, to be honest. Like, there's probably no payments on it. Yeah.
Wait. Who said it's levels to this shit? Which one of you said that? You. Okay, so let's say you go out to eat with your friends and your man's there. Do you expect your man to pay for everybody?
Not for everybody now. No, for me and him, yes.
Like, okay, let's say it's just like you, your man, and your girlfriends. Do you expect them to pay for your girlfriends?
How many? You gotta specify.
How many?
It's like there's a limit. How many of them?
Like me, him, and my homegirl. Yeah, you should be able to.
No, it's like 3 or 4 with them.
No.
That's hella
You
bread.
expect your significant other to
And we
pay
in
for
LA.
for everybody, for all your friends?
If he got it like that, If you got it like that and you're not doing it, I'm gonna be like, okay, you kind of stingy. But if you don't,
If you Quavo and you don't pay for my friends,
yeah, but
fuck
if
you.
all right, we cool. Then I'll be like, all right, just me and you. That's good.
Hold on. If you go out
She
with
said you
your
stingy.
girlfriend, if you go out with your girlfriend and she got like 2 or 3 of her friends with her, you paying for everybody?
No, well, sometimes if it's because I just feel like in my relationship, I do that. If it's like me, her, and one of her friends, or like maybe 2, but one friend, I'll be like, okay, I'll just get it, just because it's weird if you just split her out. Like, I don't know, I don't like it.
Like you cool,
are
you
your own
cool, not
bitch.
you, bitch. Like
You know what's crazy though? Like my cousin's gay, and when me and my homegirls, and it's like say like it's like a table of like 5 or 6, his man always pays for all of us. So I feel like a man like that has it, and he's like, no, you don't worry about it, you know, or order whatever, you know. So I guess it depends.
we
Yeah.
going out
got
to
it like
dinner after
that.
this?
Right. No, I totally agree. Like if they have a lot of money and they can afford to do it, then I feel like that's a different story than someone who just has like a normal, job and just trying to get through life. And like, I don't know, I don't feel like it's fair to expect that because I wouldn't sit here and pay for him and his friends. So
If it was more than 2 friends, hell no, he's not paying. I wouldn't even make him feel like that. And also, like, I don't know if I would go out. I mean, I have paid for, like, if it was the roles were reversed, I have paid for a male friend of his. But, like, generally, I
Why?
don't. Because I'm a nice ass bitch. That's
But
why.
like, why? Like, did you guys both like reach for your wallet and you just got to it quicker?
It was
or
like
he just
something very
didn't?
small. Like we were like road tripping and like I'll pay for like everybody's Starbucks. Like I'll be the one that's driving if I'm in
That's
the drive-thru.
understandable, though.
I'll pay for his friend's Starbucks or whatever. Something small. But if we go out like I mean, this goes back to like man and women roles. Like I don't feel like I need to pay for it, but I do have generosity moments like if in small instances where if we're in a drive-thru and I'm driving, I'll just pay for everybody in the car or something and it could be his friends.
I agree. Yeah.
For sure. I mean, I don't know. I feel like there's certain, yeah. There's like certain guys you just know, like they're just gonna do it off rip. Like you don't even gotta like think about it. They're just gonna do it. But yeah, like how many of them? Like I mean, my man ain't broke, but
When
at
I'm
the
rich,
same time, like a few times it's cool, but like don't expect that shit every fucking time.
when I'm
But I
rich
feel
and
like
it's
just
his birthday, I'll
his
do it.
character would just do it anyways. Like he's just gonna do it. But
Yeah. Yeah, I agree with that.
Mm-hmm.
But when I'm a millionaire and it's like his birthday or something, I will pay for everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Be icing him the fuck out.
Right. Because I'm extra like that. But let's see.
Do y'all consider your man or your girl dancing with somebody else cheating?
no, I don't necessarily consider it cheating. And I think it's situational. Like,
Really? A bitch is throwing it back on your man and you don't think that shit's cheating?
I don't think it's cheating. Do I think it's wrong and disrespectful? Yes, but I don't think that it's cheating. And I mean, obviously,
I definitely see that. Okay.
yeah, it's definitely not cheating, but it's definitely wrong and disrespectful. And like, obviously, I wouldn't be okay with it. But there are moments where, I mean, I went out with my man, and then one of my best friends was there, and like, I was just like, you can go dance with her or whatever. Like,
I'd slap the
I don't
fuck out
care.
you.
Only
Don't even
because-
think about it. Like,
only-
don't even think about it.
No, but only because like I trust them, and I know that nothing would ever happen.
Wait, would you
But-
dance with one of your man's homies?
No. But
So why would?
I wouldn't?
Hold on.
But
So
like,
you're
I
cool
wouldn't-
with your right?
Different types of dancing though. Like if you're just out there like grooving, that's fine. If you're
But
like,
you know, we're not talking about that kind of dancing. Like we're talking about like
worked on and stuff.
yes.
Yeah. And so like I honestly don't think it's cool for him to go do that with some random girl that I don't know, and I'm not sitting here being like, oh yeah, you can go do that or whatever. Like whatever.
Would you rather have your significant other do that shit with your friend or with somebody random?
With somebody random, but both of them are out.
what if he comes home from the club and like he admits to you like, hey babe, I danced with someone. Are you breaking up with him if you've been with him forever over that?
I might.
Hot
Depends
seat
like
for sure. Yeah.
depends what strike he's on. Like
Yeah, it's weird.
Facts.
Because if I can't go and throw it back on somebody, and because you'll be upset, then you should expect that I'm gonna be upset if you do it. So yeah, no, absolutely not.
I actually had an ex that was okay with it. and
But was it because he wanted bitches to be dancing on him and you be okay with it, or like
I don't.
he was just genuinely okay
but
with it?
his culture was different than mine. Like to them, it wasn't a okay. So he was Jamaican. So like to them dancing.
They got like 9 wives. I ain't
Right.
like I'm
And to-
not hearing
and
none
to
of that
them,
shit.
To them, dancing is like not really a big deal. So like that was the first time I was introduced to that question where I even had to think about it. And like he was okay with it if I danced. And in the beginning of our relationship, I would do like chill dance, not like no throwback shit, but like. As we got deeper in, I was like, okay, I'm not okay with it, and he adjusted to it, but that was not his first instinct. But like, yeah, it depends on what type of dancing. If y'all are just grooving, I don't really care. And if you do dance, I might not break up with you over it, but you already know what it is. So like, if you do it, you're gonna feel guilty about it. I'm gonna make you feel.
Do you guys think a strip club is different?
Yes, I be going to the strip club every
Ooh,
week
the
with my man.
controversy.
So what's
Yes.
the difference between a stripper shaking her ass on him and throwing it back, basically naked, versus
She's working.
She's on the clock.
versus a random girl?
Hey, but some bitches
Because you're
aren't
there
okay.
with him, enjoying that moment. Like I don't give a fuck. Like I'm throwing his money.
No, but like
on this bitch, like
on his bachelor trip, you're not gonna be with him. If he's out with the boys in Miami, you're not gonna be with him. If it's a boys trip, you're not gonna be in those moments. I feel like stripping is like it's the same concept. I see where you came with that. That was,
I don't mind going to the strip club with my man alone. I don't fucking know. I'm territorial. Like I'd probably slap the fuck out of him. But if we're together, like I'm gonna be cool with it. We do that shit all the fucking time. Why not? Like it ain't a big deal. I'm there. Like what the fuck you gonna do?
Okay, what if the stripper's getting a little handsy? Are you still okay? Is it still her job? Because strippers still have codes.
If we're there, if I'm in person, I'm okay. Like, I mean, don't be like groping or.
If I fucking slap her with my left hand, but I'm right-handed, like no, bitch. Like you see me here, what the fuck?
Like if he's twerking on her, like, oh, you can get a dance, not a private dance, but in front of me, you can get a dance. You can do that. That's okay. If I'm there. If I'm not there, I don't know if I'm okay with it. No.
I don't mind a little like ass slapping, like a little. If you're having fun, like just have fun with it, yeah. But like, if you're doing too much, bitch, no. Like, don't do too much. Like, you see me here, like, there's boundaries. You on the clock, you can still get slapped. Like, period. Like, no.
That was a good question, though.
She's like, wait, let me turn it back around on y'all.
Literally.
This is like, I'm not wrong.
Mm-hmm.
No, but I see your point, though.
And
I don't have a problem with strip clubs either. I think it's
no. Yeah, I don't mind them. I actually really like going to strip clubs. Like, I enjoy that shit.
I feel like women like it sometimes more than their man.
Probably. All right, and it is what the fuck is it? What month is it, Sam? You brought this up.
Right?
No, you
No.
said some women's
Oh, Women's International Month. That's what
All right.
it is.
So if you guys had to name like your women or woman, if you have one, if you have multiple, like your role model, who would it be?
Just one, you said?
You can name a few, like you might.
Yeah, who
My
inspires
mom,
you?
Beyonce,
Beyonce.
Nina Simone, Nicki Minaj, Maya Angelou, just a bunch of women.
A bunch of bad boss bitches.
Was-
Cece, who's your like role model?
I think my mom, she was a single mom with 4 girls, so I think she's for sure. And then like maybe like an actress singer that I idolize is Beyonce. So yeah.
What about you?
Yeah, no, I definitely agree. I think my mom and my grandma for sure. They inspire me. Like I really aspire to be the great like people that they are.
Shout out to all the moms out there, for real.
For sure. You don't realize how much work it is, being a mom and raising people until you get older and you realize like how much they had to handle. As far as like famous people, I have to agree with Sia. I think Beyonce is an amazing woman. I also think that Michelle Obama is an amazing woman. But yeah, I mean, I could go on and on about a list, but there's so many amazing women out there. Yeah.
Our fucking bomb.
There's so much shit women can do that men don't even realize, like how the fuck they won't even last a day in our shoes. Like, at all. Getting to your car at night, y'all can't, Like we can't do that shit without getting her ass going to the gas station, like all that shit. Like, so for women to be putting up with that shit and still getting shit done and still being independent boss ass bitches, like I don't know how the fuck we do it sometimes.
Shout out to us.
Mm-hmm.
So the last question, because we really threw that one in there, it was very wholesome.
She's like, hold on, we gotta let y'all know that we ain't completely not
We're
shit.
not we're not completely ratchet as shit. But the last question is, have you ever been ghosted, and why do you think you were ghosted? Let's go with Alyssa.
I'm not gonna lie, I've been ghosted by a bunch of guys before. Like in college. No, seriously, I have, and it was like a really bad like track record for me, and I was like, damn, I gotta check myself, because I'm like, shit, I must be doing something wrong.
Did you figure out what was going on?
Yeah, I was just too like giving. I was too much of a nice person. I had too much of a good heart, and so it's like, you have to start, like you said, doing
treating
wifey
them like shit.
Yeah, no, basically, because when you start doing wifey shit for people before they deserve it, like you're gonna get walked over.
100%.
And so, I mean, some of the times I got ghosted, it was just because either I gave it up too fast, or they had another girl that they were pursuing over me, and like that was just what it was. And so, I mean, you grow from it, you learn from it, and you accept it. So
I love the honesty.
Yeah,
for
I
real.
love that honesty for sure. I don't feel like some women would have said that.
Mac,
But-
have you ever been ghosted? Do you feel like you had a time where you were just getting ghosted as much as Alyssa?
I don't know if I've been ghosted that much, but I've been ghosted. But they always come back around. Usually it's like
Yeah.
they do.
Did you like figure out why you were getting ghosted though? Like,
a lot of times it's people's personal lives, and other times it's they're chasing after another girl, or they don't want to commit to you and they don't want to ruin it too fast. Niggas.
Truly.
Cece, have you ever been ghosted?
I've been ghosted. It was either they were a celebrity or they had a girlfriend. And, like, that's the only two other times. But I didn't know. And so then when I would, like, start my FBI, I'm like, you were with something, and then blocked. I'm like, yo, what? Okay.
So it was always because there was
yeah.
like somebody else in the picture?
Yeah.
Yeah.
100%,
Typical.
I've been ghosted from other people being in the picture, and also because I am hella disrespectful at texting back. Like, I will pop up 2 months later and reply to the message that you sent last. And I used to get called out a lot for that, and I still to this day am not the best texter unless it's some business shit. Then
I
I'll
can vouch
answer
for
right
that.
away. Yeah, but if we just like normally talking, I won't text back if it's not immediate. Like, I'm the worst at texting.
I also think it's because a lot of guys aren't, they're afraid of commitment, and they're kind of scared to be like, all right, I just want to fuck. And they feel like if they're so honest and open, like, hey, I just want to fuck and this is what it is, the girl's going to not want to fuck with them. But I feel like if more guys were honest with what they wanted, more females would fuck with them.
Yeah.
You would
know which females are willing to do that. Hey, let me tell you, I've said that to a guy straight up. I've been like, I want to fuck you, and he told me no. And you know what? I kept pursuing him.
She
for
did
like,
tell me about this
for
shit.
like
That's why I
a
was
good
damn,
month,
Sam.
and I finally got it. I finally got it because I mean, I feel like at one point in college, I definitely thought like a nigga. Like, I was like, oh, he told me no. Like, this is fun. Like, who tells me no?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But like, if you're straight up, I feel like you just avoid hella problems. Like, you either know she doesn't want to fuck with you or you don't, and then if she does want to fuck with you, you're like, okay, we can fuck.
And men will always say like, oh, well, when we're straight up with y'all, like, y'all don't like that shit. But it's like, not all fucking bitches are like that. Like, you're just canceling out the ones that really just don't want to fuck and maybe do want to be committed. There's bitches out here that just want to fuck.
Yes.
So, like,
They want the ones who want to be committed, and to find somebody who wants to be committed and act like you want to be committed and then disappear is fucking rapey. Sorry.
I'm dead as fuck.
Like, I was in a situation where I told him I was like, I'm just, here for a good time, not a long
I'm having
time.
fun right now.
And so he was upset. He was like, so you just go around like fucking people with no strings? And I'm like, whoa, like, I mean, I don't know about people, but like, I mean, I'm down. I'm not looking for a relationship, no. So, and he was upset at that. And so he was mad that I wasn't like, ready to make him my king. And I'm like, well, shit. If you're
They
not
don't
trying
like
to
the
fuck in
roles
this
being
school,
reversed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
I feel like people have phases. Like there's phases when you're younger, like you don't want to be in a relationship, and then when you do, you say you do. I feel like it's okay for men to have that hoe phase. Like we said, men can do stuff that we can't, and women can't. But like we have a phase where we just want to have fun too. And some women really don't ever have that phase, and that's okay. And some women stay stuck in that phase. But you just gotta find the one that's in that phase when you're in that phase.
right.
Right.
Or just force them to get out that phase. All right, guys. Well, that's pretty much the end of the episode. As always, we're going to do our small business shout out. And then, luckily enough, today we have the best female rapper out, Mizzle Mac. So go follow her on Instagram. I'm going to let her do her own little shout out.
Oh yeah, go follow me on Instagram at Driving Pedestrian. It's Mizzle Mac. I just dropped my debut EP, Green Light. You can buy that on iTunes and you can stream it on all platforms. I have 2 videos out. Go watch those.
Period. And we'll drop it down below in the description box, and then we'll post it on our page on Instagram and Twitter. So y'all go make sure to follow her. Thank you, ladies, for coming. We loved having you guys here. You guys were definitely a lot more honest than the guys were, and I know I'm gonna get a lot of hate from.
And you were honest than our last girls' night, for sure. Like
Right.
last season, we had a girls' night, and you guys were honest with your questions more than the last girls were. So I think you beat them.
100%. So thanks again for watching, guys. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Go follow us on Instagram, Twitter. What else we got? We don't have a TikTok. We probably
don't.
should. We
Yeah.
suck at TikToking.
YouTube, subscribe to our YouTube,
YouTube,
all
yep.
of that.
And
we'll
we
see you
drop
next week.
every Thursday at 6 p.m. So y'all stay tuned for that. Thank you guys for watching. We love you.
Bye, roomies.